I'll start my today's video. I'll start my today's session with asking you a very important question. Will whatever you are doing now, will whatever you are doing now produce the result that you expect or the result that you want for yourself? I know most of the times, 90% of the times, or in fact 95% of the times, the answer is a no, and we know it. You know it that whatever you are doing now is not going to produce or give you the result that you expect for yourself. You know what you need to do, how you need to improve yourself. You know most of the things, but you are stuck. You feel stuck. You feel that you are just helpless, or you are just not able to move up the ladder. You are somehow or somewhere once again stuck. And why I'm able to say this is because this is exactly how I used to feel. This is exactly how I was. And when I got stuck with problems like these, of feeling like stuck, feeling like not moving, feeling like not growing, feeling like stuck in a traffic jam, no matter how much you want, but you're not able to move ahead because there is a long traffic jam ahead of you. If that is exactly where your career is, if that is exactly where your business is stuck today, then let me tell you, I was also there, right where you are today. So what exactly is it that makes you feel stuck or feel blocked on a traffic jam? We'll be talking about this and a lot more on how you can get onto that highway or that expressway where there is no limit to the speed, where you can just move as fast as you want to, and you can get or you can reach wherever you want to reach the fastest. Don't you want to get on that expressway? Don't you want to leave this traffic jam and move on to that track, on that fast moving track where everybody is moving fast? Yes, you want to. Even I wanted to. And let me tell you my story. When I was building up my company, my business, there was a point when I was like uh, these ups and downs that we have. So there was a time when I was focusing on sales, and the moment I focused on sales, I was able to bring in sales, and then I had to turn my focus from sales to operations, because then I had to also deliver to the client whatever sales I had got. So my focus changed from sales to operations. Then, because after being for some time into operations and successfully delivering whatever work I had got, once again I had a lack of clients. So I had to go back to sales and then come back to operations, and then again go back to sales and come back to operations. Now this was a cyclical process. And what used to happen was, in this cyclical process, at certain times my sales used to be very good, but at the other times it was not very good. At certain times my operations part was very good, but at other times it was not good. My deliveries were not as good as it was the first time or the second time. And I didn't know where was I wrong. And when I spoke to my friends and my fellow business owners, business people, I found out that they were also facing with similar problems. Now this increased the curiosity in me, and I really wanted to know, how can I get out of this traffic jam where all these small business owners are stuck into that cyclical phase of being focused and not being focused, coming out of that cyclical phase of doing the right thing and not doing the right thing, and not knowing what is a right thing, what is not a right thing. How did I got myself focused the last time, and what should I do to get focused once again? So it's all messed up. It's all a mess in my mind, in the mind of the business owners, and coming out of it is really important. And one very simple thing, one very simple step I would say to achieve this is, or the reason that why you are stuck in this mess, one very big and the very important reason for you being stuck in this traffic jam is that you are trying to run your business by memory. What do I mean by running your business by memory? What you are doing is, or what I was doing is, I'll tell you what I was doing, and you can figure it out for yourself that how you are doing things wrong in whatever you are doing. So what I was doing was, I was trying to run business by memory. Now what is this running the business by memory? So if I had a client and I had to follow up him, So it was somewhere stored in my memory that I have to call that client back on a Monday. Or if I had assigned some task to my team members, it was in my memory that I have to follow it from him, or I have to ask him the next morning, or I have to know the status, or I have to review the work. It was all somewhere in my memory. Now if I have a call scheduled at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and somehow something else came up, we call it life happened, something wrong or something urgent came up, and I missed on the call. Now what happens? It was a sales call, it was an important call, you could have converted as sales for yourself, and what you did was you skipped it. I skipped it, I missed it, I forgot the call because I was running the business by memory. I am supposed to, or I was supposed to create social media posts, but because something else came up and I was not disciplined enough to do it every single day, I did not do it. Once again, I'm doing business by memory, and just as and when things come up, I keep doing it, and that is exactly why your business is messed up. Now, how do you resolve it? How do you work around it? How do you make sure that you are into that fast lane? Now, you need to work, you need to make your business. What I did was, I made my business, I turned my business into not a memory thing, but a checklist thing. Not a random thing, but a disciplined and a systemized thing. Now, every day when I start my day, I know what I am supposed to do. Earlier, before this checklist and the systems and the disciplines that I am going to talk about, it used to be like I'm getting up in the morning, clicking on the snooze button multiple number of times, and then getting up and then confused, irritated, frustrated of myself, of how bad a day it is. I have wasted my 2, 3, 4 hours already in the morning because I did not get up, and then I do not know what to do next, and then the team starts working, and then I get involved into the daily activity, and then my entire day gets wasted without even knowing uh, what I was supposed to do the entire day. And that is exactly how it keeps happening every single day. So if you want to avoid this, if you want to stop doing this, what you need to do is you need to build a system, you need to build a discipline, and you need to build a checklist. So there has to be a discipline that you repeat the same thing again and again. And what do you repeat again and again? The systems that you have built in place. And how do you make sure that the discipline of following the system is followed? Is with the help of a checklist. So today we will be talking about all of these disciplines, systems, and coming down to the most important thing, and that is the checklist. Why and what makes a checklist very important? If you are determined, if you are like, okay, I have to follow this routine, I have to be a part of this routine, I have to be disciplined, I have to be successful, I cannot be living the life how I have been living. If I want to achieve something, if I want to have my dreams come true, if I want to get all that I have wanted for myself, I need to change my life, I need to change what I have been doing, I need to change how I have been doing things. And for that, I need to be disciplined, I need to have a system, and I need to have a checklist. Now, discipline, I know that you all know how important it is, and having systems is again very, very important if you want to grow your business, if you want to scale your business to at different level. Systems and disciplines are very important, and to make sure that the systems and disciplines are there, you have to have a checklist. Now, these checklists could be daily checklists, weekly checklists, monthly checklists, depending on what systems you have built in place, what are the asks of the system that you have built in for yourself, for your business. Whether you are in a real estate business, whether you are in an IT business, whether you are in a trading or an e-commerce business, you have to have a system of making calls, system of making social media posts, system of following up, system of doing role plays, system of executing the work. So you have to have systems for everything, and once you have the systems, you have to have the checklists, the daily checklist maybe. So if I have to have a checklist for you for today, it would be like getting up in the morning, doing the morning routines. Now the part of morning routines could be further broken down into meditation, working out, having a good reading something good, or reading a good book. So it starts with a morning routine and doing something for yourself, having a good breakfast, a healthy one, and then getting on to making calls, getting on to creating social media posts, doing some sales calls, doing some follow-ups, doing your team meetings. So it all could be a part of your checklist. It again depends on the systems that are there. The checklist has to fall back on the systems. And all of these has to again go back to disciplines, like I have been speaking about. So if you really want to come out of this messed up phase, these are the things that you should be taking care of. These are the things that you should be knowing first. First step is to be aware of these problems and the solutions. You have a problem and you know it, and this is the solution which you must be knowing. If you are running your day in and day out without knowing what to do, how to do, you're not going to reach anywhere. Like, it's like running a race without having that end line, running a race without knowing where to reach. That is how you are spending your day. You do not know what you have to achieve in the day. You do not know what the target for the day is, and you are just running with your eyes blindfolded. How would you reach anywhere? You'd only be ending up being messed up like you are today. So have a discipline, have a system, and have a checklist. If you want to know more about checklists, will be coming up in the next video. Until then, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below, and I'll be helping you with the same. Have a good day. Bye-bye.